Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 19th of May. My name's Phillip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Peer.
And Gary, what a fantastic day. You've just got to love autumn weather. I know I've said it before.
When it's like, do I answer the question?
You can. Do you love autumn weather?
Was that a rhetoric question? Is that what
It
they
kind
said?
of was, yeah. But how good is autumn weather, Gary?
It's very good, Phillip. We're not quite in sync yet today, but it is beautiful, Phillip. What a lovely day. Doesn't it feel great to be alive
Gary,
and be a real estate agent in this area?
Gary, not only is it a beautiful day, but here we are at one of my most favourite properties that we've had on the market for many, many months. Not that the others weren't fabulous, of course, but here we are at number 8 Webb Street in the heart of Caulfield at another design statement, another design breakthrough by the fabulous team at DDB Design. So congratulations, shout out to David, shout out to Marianne and the crew at DDB Design that have created another masterpiece. But
Are you influenced by what's going on?
I'm not talking about the house.
Right.
I'm talking about the morning tea that has been prepared for
We haven't
us
even got to the house yet.
by Marianne. Now, I'm going to make a special mention about all of the ingredients here because future vendors, if you're watching this and you're going to host GPTV at your home, this is the way we like our morning tea. Have a look at this.
Been set, Phil.
As we walked in, Marianne was pulling out the banana bread fresh from the oven. I saw the steam come out.
So did I, Phil.
We've also got
Sumptuous.
cheesy toasted pita bread.
You wouldn't
Just
want any
here,
other type, would you?
we've got beautiful almonds, and almonds are very good for you. High omega-3s and high in protein. We've got some hummus just here, Gary, and we've got some spicy beetroot thing, which is lovely.
Oh, you
Now,
need
to
that,
balance that off,
Yum.
we've got some citrus in the way of some beautiful raspberries and some grapes, so colour for the plate.
Do you think people tune in to hear?
And not only that, but Marianne is a purist, so we don't have a tea bag today. We've got a proper pot of tea. So this, to me, is the mother of all morning teas, and it's set a new standard for GPTV. Future vendors, please take note.
It's a beautiful thing, no doubt, Phil. I think you've described it very, very
Look at
appropriately.
look, we're actually looking at the camera, but we're also looking at the cameraman. And look at them drooling.
I know they
You can
are.
just see
I know
them
they
drooling.
are. I know.
Just looking at that, thinking, will Gary and Phillip offer them some?
Yeah, exactly right.
Not sure yet.
Oh, no, don't be like that, Phil.
No, of
Let's
course we
just
will.
talk about the weekend that was, because it was an action-packed weekend, Philip, and yet another week of
Well, I was going to say, Gary,
100% clearance
I
rate.
was going
I've
to
just
use,
got to get it
I
out
was going to
there
use
now.
a new real estate term, Gary. A Herculean result this weekend.
Frenzied.
A Herculean result.
Herculean.
So for those of you that know about
Arms
Greek
getting stuck.
mythology, look into Hercules and you'll understand what I mean by a Herculean result.
Do you think people need to be guided to look up Herculean, do they? Underestimate our. I've got some arms stuck right now. Philip, it was. Let's just get the towers up now, because there you go. 100% clearance. Second weekend in a row. Versus an industry clearance rate of
70.
No, I think it's 82%. Philip.
No, it was scaled back to 79 in the papers today.
79%. Let's get that up, which is a well done to the industry. You can be proud of 79, but we prefer 100%, which means it's 32 out of 32 over the last 2 weekends. And if you take the weekend before it, Philip, we are 51
from 52 over the last 3 weeks.
That is massive.
That is massive.
Doesn't get any
And
bigger and
viewers,
better.
keep in mind that we had 15 on the weekend, so 15 out of 15, 17 the weekend before, and sold 17
just
out
said
of
that,
17.
Philip.
I know, but I'm going to make the point, Gary, that a lot of agents that might have 2 or 3 auctions
Say
that
100%.
that say 100%. But
big
when
deal.
you're selling 15 out of 15, the viewers need to know that on the weekend we sold between 380,000 and over $4 million, and everything in between. So GPTV really does give people an insight to the market, because we're selling across a lot of suburbs and a lot of price segments and a lot of different architectural types.
You're just boasting now.
No. I'm
making boasting again.
I'm not at all. I'm making the point that when we announce these figures on GPTV, you do really get a litmus test for the market as it's behaving in its entirety. I know that's a bit complicated for you, Gary, but I wanted to draw reference to the fact that GPT viewers get insight market knowledge by watching this show.
I think you're just boasting. Let's just get into the results. I feel there's so many to report, and we could be here for all day. But
Well,
we're going to make it a short.
you start that, Gary,
you
on
go,
these
pour
lovely China, proper
away,
China
Phil. Yeah.
cups and saucers.
We started off-
I'm going to pour us a cup of tea, Gary. Would you
do
like
that.
milk with your tea?
Oh, I would like a little bit
Do
of
you know
milk,
what?
thank you.
I
Very civilised.
You want to hear an old wives' tale?
Okay, tell us
An old wives' tale. This is terrible, particularly as
probably cut this out.
I'm a redhead. But
Yeah.
there's an old wives' tale that says if you put your milk in the saucer before the tea,
Yeah.
you won't have red-headed children.
Is that right? Okay, fair enough. So when your parents
So
didn't do
clearly
that,
my
they were
mother-
slapping their thighs and laughing about you.
No, clearly my mother used to put, she used to pour the tea and then put the milk in.
Fair enough.
But if you put the milk in first, you won't have red-headed. Isn't that terrible?
That is, I don't know how many episodes we're up to, but I think that's the most nonsensical thing that we've ever
I'm going to pour
talked
your
about.
tea
Yeah.
with the tea first, and then I'm going to put in the milk just in case Hannah is standing,
more kids.
is at home now thinking, you know what?
I'd like a red-headed child.
I wouldn't mind.
We're missing that. There's been a void in our life. Let's move on. Philip, we started off in Notting Hill on the weekend.
Sort of ridiculous information.
We
here
sold
on
that,
GPTV.
Philip, at $802,000, very competitive auction. We moved on to Lecky Street, Bentley, my first auction.
Yep.
Philip, the reserve was $1 million, sold for $1,032,500. Well done to Elza Schilling and Leon Guzenfitter, also involved in that sale.
Pretty exciting.
Very exciting, Philip.
I like the fact that we're in Notting Hill. How good's that?
Oh, I love it in Notting Hill. Where is Notting Hill?
I have no idea, Gary. We didn't mention that last time, but with due respect to those people that live in Notting Hill, I'm told it's a fabulous suburb.
It is a suburb on the up, Phil. 122 Marara Road, Caulfield South.
I believe you did that auction.
I did do that auction.
And
Philip.
I believe the buyer, Gary, came up to you afterwards and said, this will surprise all the viewers, and said, oh, you're Gary Peer. Well, I expected quite an old man.
Yes.
And
Older
you're,
man,
An
not
older
old
man.
man.
No, old man. She said an old
I'd say
man.
old.
And you're surprisingly young. And she actually said, and you're surprisingly attractive.
Now, she was visually impaired, Philip, but she did have those compliments, and I'll take a compliment any day, and that was lovely. And it wasn't the buyer, it was the buyer's partner, actually.
Okay.
But I don't mind.
There you go.
Maybe the buyer felt that
You
way
must
about
have had a
me.
bit of a
So-
spring in your step after
I
that
did,
compliment,
Philip. I
Gary.
just sprinted to the car. I had a hop,
Yep.
skip, and a jump as I went to the next auction. But Philip,
Did she put her Labrador and her white cane in the car after that?
yeah, she did, Philip. In fact, I wonder what that squealing sound was. It was the dog, unfortunately, as I drove away. The front of the car.
This is a really silly episode.
It's a stupid one, isn't it? She shouldn't have put that dog leash to the back bumper, Philip. The reserve there, 550. Quoting 5 to 550
Come on, can you
and
move
sold
it
for
on?
650 and a half. A great auction, Philip. Lots of competition.
Good, well done.
Carrool Road, Carnegie. That was your only auction on Saturday,
On
Philip.
Saturday, it was.
Undisclosed price, but sold very, very
All
well.
I can say is
well above
Carnegie
reserve.
is flying, and that sale is testament to the fact that Carnegie is on fire, and that's really the reason, one of the many reasons we opened an office there.
Well done.
42 Kunang Road, Carnegie. Give Leor Samuel a call. He's our partner there, and he's doing a fantastic
Well
job.
done to those Samuel brothers. They rolled into town and did a great job there, and you did an awesome job auctioning many hundreds of thousands over reserve. Philip, on
Yes,
Sunday,
couple of $100,000.
we talk about the Samuel boys.
Do you know, I've got to tell you about that auction, Gary, because I did post this on Facebook, and if you're not my Facebook friend, I'm looking for more Facebook friends. Please make me your
More
Facebook
friends in
friend.
general, really.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
but there's a Facebook post that I had where Judy Zhu from our office, who's our Mandarin-speaking, wonderful Asian
wonderful
sales
lady.
consultant, doing a great job with us. Special shout out to you, Judy. But she was talking in Mandarin to the woman that was bidding, who was on the phone with her earpiece in her ear to her mum in China. So we have this three-way Mandarin-speaking negotiation going on. And it helped us sell the property for a couple of $100,000 over reserve.
was a good
that
story.
buyer didn't get the property.
No, it was a good story. Not a great story, but a good story. Also, just talking about shout-outs, I want to shout out to the vendors of Marara Road who get their weekly dose of GPTV every week and enjoy it, Philip.
Yep.
So,
I'm going to just lean across you, Gary, because I cannot look at this banana
so
bread
can you pay
any
homage
longer.
to our, please, our
is
Marara
that?
Road vendor, the most delightful people who watch GPT every week.
Yes,
Thank
and
you.
thank you for watching, and I'm glad
Yeah.
that Gary did a great job for you.
Yes.
How good is this? Hang
Go
on a
for it.
second.
Barclay Street, St Kilda, was sold by Leo Samuel, who was the auctioneer. Did a great job.
That is delicious.
The price was $1,160,000, Philip. Waiora Road is undisclosed, but was sold. We shot GPTV there.
Two in
number 9.
Waiora Road?
Well, I haven't finished yet.
Okay,
have I? If
go
you
on.
let me finish. Just go and eat.
Well, we sold Charles and Leah Justin's home there. That was the first one. That was at 11:30 on
Lost
Sunday.
their anonymity as vendors now.
No, they're okay with that.
Okay.
And Charles Justin is one of the founding directors of Sinman Justin Bialik.
He is, Philip.
Terrific guy, and
is a
what
good
a
guy.
great house. And the
Magnificent.
price is undisclosed, but
Yeah.
congratulations, there's a sold sticker on the board.
Philip, I had the pleasure of auctioning a property in Nelson Street in Caulfield South. Adam Josky, Joel Sir handled that and did a
The
superb job
Josky
as they
Sir
do.
team,
Dynamic team that they are, Philip.
ably assisted by Katerina, who's
now-
their administrative assistant
She is,
and
Philip.
campaign coordinator. Got to
Nine-
share the love around today, Gary.
950 to $1,050,000 was the expected range, and the reserve was in fact $1,050,000, Philip. But lo and behold, It sold for significantly more, Philip. That one sold for $1,345,000. We're talking 30% over reserve here, Phil. That's what's going on in the market today. Phil, today's Australian...
banana bread is sensational.
Today's Australian newspaper did feature...
Special shout out to Rupert Murdoch, who, for those viewers that have been watching regularly, know that I'm on first name terms with Rupert, having met with him at his office in New York. I rang Rupert and said, Rupert, look, the market's on fire. Get one of your photographers out. And he sent a photographer to the auction in Rosemont Avenue.
He wasn't available himself to take any shots?
No, I didn't expect that. Rosemont Avenue, and also had the photographer at Whale Road.
Yes.
So thank you, Rupert. You're really looking after your mate.
Now I'm sure he feels really heartwarmed for that because he watches. He would never miss his dose of GPTV. Phil, let's have a look in the newspaper. Here's an article.
Do you think he watches?
Oh, he loves it. Come on. We know he can't hide. We have a fantastic article here in the Australian. Now check this out. Now this is a couple who have bought this property, Sam Josky, although there's a mix-up, an identity mix-up between you and Sam Josky, who just happened to go out for a bit of a walk with his dog, he and his lovely wife Karen, and lo and behold, Philip, they ended up buying a property.
How amazing is that? That's really a phenomenon in Caulfield real estate, where people take such an interest that they go for a walk with a dog and buy a property for $2,275,000.
That's right. Well, there we go. Astute buying, and
my special message is everyone's got to get a dog
and walk on Sundays.
Correct.
When the auctions are on, or Saturdays, any other time the auction's on. So congratulations to the buyers there. Lovely spread, and certainly no anonymity for them.
Correct. They were trying to have an anonymous purchase. The readership of the Australian newspapers in many hundreds of thousands.
Yeah. And well done to the vendors as well, who had a very, very pleasing result, Philip, because the reserve there was significantly less than the ultimate selling price. We did sell number 4 Waiora Road, Philip. The price is undisclosed, but congratulations to buyer and seller alike there. That was passed in and sold immediately after in post-auction negotiations, Philip.
So, Gary, that's enough about what has been. Let's talk about what's coming up this weekend. But before we do so, how good is this property at number 8 Webb Street in Caulfield? The DDB designed and built beautiful home. They just go from good to great continually. They really are one of Melbourne's best builders, Gary. It's a great pleasure and a privilege to represent them. And this house is nothing short of phenomenal. Firstly, Webb Street is a great address. Secondly, the quality of construction, the floor plan here, the luxurious amenity here is nothing short of fabulous. I'm in love with this property, Gary. Everything they do is nothing short of stunning.
Well, thanks, Philip. We've gone on a nice tour there, and you have talked this one up, and rightly so. It deserves it, Philip. 8B Webb Street in the heart of Caulfield here does go to auction this Sunday at 12:30 p.m. Thanks for that review of Webb Street, Phil. You've got all out of order on us, but you do create that sort of mayhem.
Well, Philip Mayhem Kingston, they call me.
That's for sure, Phil. We start off on Saturday this weekend at 11:30 a.m. Only 7 auctions this weekend, Phil.
7.
We've cleaned out all of our stock.
We'll be hitting our stride by the time they come to an end,
We
Gary.
will, Phil. So we've got an interesting auction day on Saturday. There's just 4 auctions, 1 auction each. We're spreading it around our auctioneers, although we have...
right? One auction each.
Although we have more auctioneers, Phil. We're going to talk about that as well. 13 at 33 Grey Street, St Kilda, Jeremy Rosens. That's his territory. Auctioning that one Saturday morning, Phil, in that price range of 170 to 185. Very affordable opportunity. You will be auctioning a property that Glenn Bricker has been handling it, and that one is in Orong Road, Philip. Also at 11:30 a.m. Tell us a little bit about this terrific unit. We've sold in that block before,
Gary, we have, and I love this style of architecture because this is an affordable entry into the market. This is a very large 1-bedroom unit, and very hard to find a 1-bedroom single-story unit, Gary, but 1 bedroom, 1 glamorous bathroom, beautifully renovated throughout with a lock-up garage, and there you can have the opportunity of walking in the morning, or in the afternoon of course, to Glen Huntly Road, Elstonwick, the vibrant and fabulous shopping centre that it is.
11:30 a.m. is the action time for auctions this Saturday. Philip, I have the pleasure of auctioning this property in Rosalie Street. Now, Adam Josky, one of the associates of our company, an astute real estate investor, used to have a property in this block, in fact, Philip, at 18 Rosalie Street.
And he rused the day he sold it,
He did.
Gary.
I'm not sure, it might even be this apartment, but this is a wonderful apartment. Tell us a little about it, because it's got its own big decking area, like courtyard area.
Gary, it's got a huge courtyard actually, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, and great position there because you can walk obviously to Glen Huntly Road as well, where the tram is at your doorstep. You've got Princess Park not far away, Hawthorne Road tram. That's a great location.
We jump around, Philip, from St Kilda to Elstonwick to Caulfield South, and then we finish up in Murrumbina. So Leo gets his auction gig on Saturday
well,
at 12:30.
Murrumbina is very much part of our Carnegie strategy, Gary, and that's a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 1-car space.
It's an interesting place, that
really
one.
nice apartment, that one.
It's like a little townhouse.
It's a 2-storey townhouse, really, and that's just a great opportunity, little first home or an investment. You can't go wrong.
Very affordable, Phil. We're suggesting $250 to $275.
That is affordable, Gary.
That is a snap purchase for an investor if you're looking for something, or perhaps
if you've got money in your self-managed superannuation fund, Gary, just snap that one up and lock it away.
Jeremy Rosen's auctions on Sunday morning. Phillip in Alma Road, Unit 3 at 226 Alma Road. We've just sold one in the block. They don't come up very
Gary,
often, though.
good building, this one, 2-storey, of course, 2.5 bedrooms and 1.5 bathrooms and a lock-up garage. That is a fabulous property, and walking distance, of course, to the vibrant Alma Village, which is going to get more vibrant as the old supermarket gets redeveloped into a new supermarket and 60 apartments.
It's going to be
pretty exciting, isn't it?
It's all happening, Phil, all happening in our hood.
In the hood.
We are here at 12:30 auctioning this magnificent masterpiece. You do have the auction honours here. We're looking forward to that.
I'm excited for this one, Gary.
Right here at 8B Webb Street. Be here at 12:30, ladies and gentlemen and viewers, because this is a wonderful property. We then finalise the day, bring the curtain down in Glenira Road, Phil. Interesting land
just
sale.
around the corner, by the way.
It is, Phil, just around the corner. You can have a little coffee maybe in between auctions
Yep.
down at Einstein's.
Down at Einstein's, Gary. We love Einstein's.
Four-
Special shout out to Einstein's.
460
Hawthorne Road, next to Tuck Shop. Well, not technically next to Tuck Shop,
No.
but Tuck Shop is on the corner.
It is on the corner. You get your burgers there,
What
Phil.
an amazing place that Tuck Shop
They
is.
line up
There
there on
is
Saturday
always
nights.
a queue there.
There is,
It's
Phil.
amazing.
They have wonderful food.
My boys tell me
special
that they
ingredients.
are the best burgers, fries and milkshakes in town.
There you go. Well, if your boys are saying it, you better believe it, Phil,
Yep.
because it's the likes of your boys that make up their clientele, isn't
Correct,
it?
correct.
460 and
Little
460.
hipsters they are.
They are little hipsters. 460 and 462 Glenira Road, Caulfield. Take us through this
Well,
magnificent
Gary,
offering of
two
land.
titles of land, 1,057 square metres of prime Caulfield land, a development opportunity, 2 houses there for the price of one. Somebody is going to create something wonderful there because it has a 19.8 metre frontage, Gary, with a 53.4 metre depth.
You don't
That's
see that every day,
exciting.
do you?
No, you don't,
You
Gary.
don't get every day. Phil, that is a wrap.
Particularly if you're in Tokyo, Gary.
No,
that would be a suburb in Tokyo.
That would be a district, wouldn't it? It'd be a
Yeah.
postcode. Phil, before we wrap up, a couple
been
of
to Tokyo?
announcements. No, you have.
I have. You should go
I'd
to
like
Tokyo.
go
It's
there.
fascinating.
Do you mind if I take like a month off and go there?
No, 3
July
days
onwards?
would be enough.
Okay. Before we go, viewers, a couple of announcements. We have some new team members to talk about up on screen now. Maxine Pekarski, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maxine Pekarski is on screen and has joined the team. We welcome Maxine.
I think we've got to have her on sets in real
Let's
life.
get her on here, Phil.
Yeah,
but,
let's
but
do that.
I can't wait for them to announce that she's joined us, because she's joined us. She's
Welcome,
in full swing.
Maxine.
She's
You
been
are
an
a
agent.
superstar that's been successful in your
Yes.
career. You had some time off and now you're back into it with us, and we've been looking at you and watching you for years and having the odd chat saying, come on, Maxine, join the team. And you have,
She's
and
seen
we're
the light.
excited.
We're
Yep,
looking
seen the
forward
light.
to moving forward with Maxine, who has started already in full swing.
Yep.
The other person that we're going to announce here, Philip, today, a big announcement, is we have Simon Radolnik, who has joined the team.
How good's that?
Which is very exciting. Now, Simon, very well known as an auctioneer, of course, experienced agent, doing auctions for Gary Pitt Associates, involved and part of the organisation. So we're excited to have Simon on board.
Great to have the
and we
team growing,
congratulate him.
and also great to have the team growing with real depth of talent. So
Well, we're talking about very experienced and very, very
Absolutely.
well-respected operators, Philip.
Yep.
And why they join us, I can't imagine, but they've decided to. So it's very, very exciting. So welcome, Maxine, and welcome, Simon, to our company. And we wish you only wonderful things, and of course, our clients will only be the better off.
Gary,
both
it's
of you
been
there.
an exciting week, but I feel like I do need to wrap it up because we've been rambling.
Babbling, Philip.
A wonderful couple of weeks. In fact, the last 3 weeks have been absolutely
Incredible.
incredible. Can I just say to any person watching GPTV, if you're thinking of selling, come to the market soon, because the market is absolutely...
frenzy.
It's electric.
It's a frenzy.
And how long this lasts for, none of us can speculate, but we do know it's as good as it gets right now, and we do need more houses and apartments for sale, and units and townhouses, everything. We need it all.
We don't mind. From Notting Hill right through to St Kilda and everywhere in between and beside, we're looking forward to servicing everybody that would like to be serviced. I'm Gary P.
I'm Phillip Kingston. Have a fabulous week.